Hello YouTube, this is Silver Age Dave. It's Tuesday morning in Northwest Ohio. It's, I don't know, 8:45-ish in the morning. I'm getting after it a little bit early today. Feeling good. I'm making progress. In the next few weeks, hopefully before New Year's, I'm going to have a room unveiling. But there's a lot of work to do, so I don't want to overpromise anything. Like he said in Willy Wonka, there's so much time and so little to do. Wait, reverse that. Wanted to talk to you guys about something. I'm going to have all kinds of tips and tricks and things to talk about after the new year. But for today, I wanted to go over something with you. It's you know, back to the basics, very simple. This is my large print for the old eyes comic book price guide. This is the 2017. I think Tick is on the front cover. I forget who's even on the front cover. I don't want to shake too many things up. Yeah, it's the Tick on there. And the new room overhaul I'm doing, I'm going by the book. For the most part, I'm going straight on alphabetical. If it's in here alphabetical, it's going to be in this room alphabetical, with a few notable exceptions. And but as I'm going through, one of the things, I've spent a lot of money on a lot of things this year, but one of the things I've spent really a ridiculous amount of money on are these comic book dividers. Okay, now this is the one I've settled on. It's a combination of price, quality, functionality. These dividers I found on eBay. The best price I found was 300 of them for $109 free shipping. And I forget which company it is, but if you look these up, you can find them. They have my endorsement. They ship pretty fast. I think they come out of California, so I don't know how much shipping is. If your store carries these and they can match the price, by all means shop local, but I couldn't find them locally for that price, so I bought it online. In this overhaul, I will have 600 of these at play. That's $218 just on dividers. But I want to be organized. And there's certain titles, and I'm going to shout out Don the Comic Book Junkie right now. There's certain titles that are just too complex. If you're going straight on alphabetical with your collection and you are not a dead-on accurate, know everything about the books, you need dividers. The Punisher has really stumped me. And I don't want to say stumped like, you know, I just don't know the answer. I want to say stumped as in a very complex title to organize. So what you're looking at here is the big print guidebook. There's a lot of stuff going on. And Punisher starts up here in the top left. And it cites Amazing Spider-Man 129, and it goes all the way through all the early appearances. And then we start with Punisher, the limited series. Now, what's interesting about this, if you're going straight on alphabetical, there's a couple ways to knock it out. But I'm going straight on alphabetical, which means that these are not in order of appearance. These are in order of title, date, and then alphabetical. So I might jump around, but just to give you an example of what I'm dealing with, these are the dividers just for the Punisher. Okay, and what we're starting with is the first limited series from 1986. And this is what I do to my dividers, which takes time. Number 1, January 86 to number 5, May of 86. Okay, then we go to Punisher Volume 2, that's Volume 1. Volume 2 goes number 1, July 87 to July 95. It's got annuals in it from 88 to 94. Lots of specials, okay? So there's one-shots, there's other things in there. Now, all the one-shots and specials, typically I'm keeping at the very back of the collection, all in a group. So those aren't going to be organized all that well. But when I'm putting a book into the collection, I'm going by these tags. I have, now we moved to 1995. This is just called Punisher to 97. There's 18 issues, and I have the price points on here. So if I have a specific issue that says number 6 on it, I can look through these based on the price points. It's easy if I already have one, but if I happen to get something I don't have. Then we have a Punisher limited series under Marvel Knights, which was just 4 issues. Then we have Marvel Knights, which is 12 issues from 2000 to 2001. These are $2.99 cover price. Okay, and that's called Volume 3 in the guidebook. Then we have Volume 4, which goes from 2001 to number 1 in August 2001 to number 37. That's $2.99 price point. Then we go to Punisher, which is actually under Marvel Max, and that's 75 in that series. It runs through 2009 from 2004, but it becomes Punisher Frank Castle Max at issue number 66. So the title changes a little. Again, it's complex. If you're not working the guidebook all the time, it's complex to file this stuff if you pick up a random issue here or there, which is how I roll, buying collections. Okay, and then you have Punisher. I'm calling this a 2009 series. Ran 2009 to number 21 in 2010. Title changed to Frank Castle for issues number 17 to 21. Again, we've got a title change, but I'm using on this my price points and my dates to try to figure out what goes where. Then we have a 2014 series of 20 books. Okay, and again, this is how they're coming off in the guidebook. We have a Punisher 2016 series that in this guidebook is called the current series. I honestly don't remember if it's even still running. It might have even changed since then, but I've got that in there. I'll have to get a newer guidebook to figure out what's going on, or just go to the comic store and figure it out. Then we have Punisher Max. Remember, we had a Marvel Max. Now this is Punisher Max, which is a 2010 series. There were 22 issues in that. We've got Punisher 2099, and this was 93 to 95, okay, and it's got different price points. But then there was a 1 issue, looks like a 1-shot with Kirkman doing the story. That was in 2004. They tie those two together. So I'll actually file that one with this Punisher 29 series, 2099. Then we jump to the Punisher War Journal, which ran from 88 to 1995. There were 80 issues with different price points. Okay, then here's where it gets tricky. Then we have the Punisher War Journal. Okay, it looks the same. This one has the word "the." This one is just Punisher War Journal. This ran from 07 to 09. There were 26 issues. Then we have the Punisher War Zone, okay, with "the" in it. This ran from March of 92 up to issue 41 in 1995 with some different price points. Then we had Punisher War Zone without the word "the." That was a 6-issue limited set in 09. And then we have another Punisher War Zone, which was a 5-issue set, which ran from 2012 to 2013. That followed a I think 2011 Punisher storyline. So anyway, my tip of the day is decide up front how organized you want to be. Spending the couple $100 on these dividers is an economic investment. It's a time investment, because now you don't have to put all these on there. You don't have to get all this detailed. You can just say Punisher, throw them in there. But getting them in order, if you're not a Punisher expert, or Wolverine does the same thing, Moon Knight is the same thing. There's a lot of series that do the same stuff. You know, those are investments I'm willing to make this time around, so I'm not faced with this problem ever again. It's literally insane. I leave here sometimes, I leave this comic room sometimes holding my head. People ask nowadays what I do for a living. I say I'm a professional librarian, and nothing is organized when I started, but it's going to be perfect when I'm done. Guys, I'm thinking about you. This tip, it's not brain surgery. It's just giving you something to think about. If you're going to overhaul your stuff, I wish I would have done this years ago. I started this back in April is when I bought my first 300. I thought that'd be enough. It just wasn't. So that's Silver's tip of the day for you. Think it out, then kill it. Silver Age Dave, thank you guys for being awesome. Make today awesome. Thinking of you. Silver Age Dave is out.